Advocacy is so important because every single person has the right and should have the right to make choices that affect their life, where they live, where they go, who they go with, the activities they're involved with, the ability to follow their passions and dreams. They're all rights that we absolutely take for granted, but sadly not everyone is able to have impact or make choices in their life as we would usually do. So it's extremely important that people are listened to and they're heard, and they are given opportunity to have an understanding in decisions that affect their life and what they do and how they live. It's absolutely crucial, and advocacy, although it's absolutely crazy to think that advocacy is even needed, people should be given these choices in their life and the ability to kind of make impact and choice on their life on matters that are important to them. It's super important because it isn't happening. So advocates can help stand by the side of people to really help them have their voices and opinions heard in those matters. Advocacy is talking to people, but more importantly, it's listening to people, hearing their views, their wishes, their opinions, their dreams, their goals. And it's quite sad to think that in 2023 there are so many people in the country that their rights aren't considered. They're not really made part of decisions that are being made that affect their life. They're not included in any of those conversations. So especially for the voices of the vulnerable, that they are especially unheard, and it's advocates that are the ones that stand by the side of the people who need it most, empowering them to reclaim their voices, their dignity and their rights. They're really the bridge between fear and confidence, and confusion and clarity. Absolutely shattering barriers for people with different abilities to make the world more accessible. And advocates don't just listen, they hear. They don't just see, they understand. And they don't just care, but we act. We act on the most important things that are important to that person and help them have more control over their life. So, advocacy is really a testament to the power of empathy, resilience, and the belief that every single life deserves to be lived with dignity and respect. So, taking advocacy one step further, one of People First's absolute ethos is that, in everything we do, we're always trying to move people towards self-advocacy. We don't want people to build up a reliance on the advocates that they're working with. We absolutely want to empower people and give them the skills to be able to challenge decisions and have their own voices heard. So we're always moving people towards self-advocacy and how they can, affect decisions and impact their life with their own voices. So self-advocacy is really important, and we're always kind of trying to identify how we can improve that in terms of developing self-advocacy groups and identifying gaps where there might not be self-advocacy provisions in certain areas.